year of 2000X, a super robot named Mega Man was created. Dr. Light created Mega Man, as we've just established, to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. Full stop. However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Mega Man, the Hateful Eight. The sequel, the predecessor futuristic sequel of Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight. Alright, everybody, this is my second attempt to record and play this fucking game for Mega Man 2 on the NES. Yep, I'm back with NES, because the last time I played an NES was Dragon Warrior, even though that was mostly post-recorded, but we're back to live Let's Plays for classic games, and while I enjoyed the last Mega Man game, I'm gonna have a thrill with this one. So that being said, I originally was playing this game blind-ish to an extent. I sort of had an idea of what I was doing, but it turned out I did not press the record button, and everything that was captured in audio wasn't even turned on, so I just played the game from just absolutely nothing but experience. But that being said, I have actually finished the game, and we are going to see if we can try and finish this very quickly once and for all. So we have 8 new enemies that we're going to have to take down. We have Bubble Man, Air Man, Quick Man, Wood Man, Crash Man, Flash Man, Metal Man, and Heat Man. Okay, and I think from memory, yes, I do remember how I'm actually going to do this. We're going to start with Bubble Man, because he's basically asking for all sorts of fucking trouble. Why in God's name would they ever make a robot named Bubble Man? As if bubbles had to be very threatening. So here we are in the location of Super Mario Bros. 2. The American release, not the Japanese release. So we'll just watch out for these big fucking frogs that keep spitting out the children. It's terrifying children. Oh shit, nearly got gimped up right there. So the gimmick is pretty much basically the same, except obviously it's a little bit more bigger and more advanced, with some challenging new enemies like these fucking frogs. Just be careful. Okay, I just forgot, once you actually stand on the platform right there, you sink. I can't even see the fucking ready. It's blended within the water. What the shit? Alright, let's pick up some huge life, and this is basically all we have right here. We just have our basic projectile. We can't do much. In fact, take down this fucking frog before he summons new babies. Baby frogs. Fucking hell, this little shit is pissing me off. Yo! There we are. Alright, make sure there's no other forms of threats up over there. How the hell did I survive that? I thought I was going to lose it. Alright, go, go, go. There's no time to rest for the unwicked. There we go. Alright then. So, yeah, basically it's the same sort of premise, just with different enemies, slightly different mechanics, and of course different forms and abilities that we can take after defeating each robot man, which is what we're going to do. I'm trying to remember exactly what they were actually classified as, like Mega Man, but I can't remember for the life of me. But here we are, we're in underwater, and I actually thought the underwater segment was going to be more of a pain in the ass than most underwater segments in video games, especially for the NES, but this one was not so bad. At least one thing you're going to have to watch out for, like these fucking shrimps, or I should say prawns, that is just coming out from the side right there. Take down this big fucker by taking its little angular bulb thing, as you can see right there. Good feelings gone, as Blake would actually have stated out, and Jackson. Come on. I'll take out the angular. Yeah, there's a few bosses. Well, obviously this is not the big boss right here, but he's just a big pain in the ass to want to get out of the way. Just be careful not to go too far to the side and then come back to the same spot, because then you'll just respawn him again. Now, of course, I think by holding down the jump button you can, yeah, see how they just keep spawning from the side because I went to the left, so you basically reset their pattern. Yeah, watch out for these fucking sea urchins from above. Oh god, that's right, the Metroids have returned for some reason. I don't know why they're in this fucking game, but yeah, that's one of the craziest crossovers for NES I've ever experienced. Let's off-screen them for a bit. Sometimes the off-screening mechanic can actually be beneficial. I think when it comes to these sea urchins, like with most spiky things from Mega Man, it is an insta-kill, so do not touch anything that is deemed spiky. I said, so yeah, and there's gonna be more of this that we're gonna encounter later on, so just be on the watchful eye for that kind of shit. Like right up there, that was a bit close for comfort. Kind of reminds me of that one segment in Rayman where you got your helicopter powers and avoid those fucking spikes. Oh, shrimp! There we are. See, what this game is not notoriously hard as such. You know, it is quite challenging. That being said, but at least what's a really cool, I guess, gimmick that you can exploit that you can get out of this is that where these enemies infinitely keep respawning, you can gradually get health and even some power points to increase on your weapons and attack. Like, hang on, I'm not going to go forward until I at least, yes, there we go, until I get this massive life bar right here, because we do have a bit to continue on before reaching Bubble Man. With all these fucking frogs, kind of like, it almost looks like Warwick from Super Mario Land Brothers 2, not Land. We haven't played Land just yet for the Game Boy, which hopefully we'll get into. Oh shit, I went too up high. Yeah, see, that's what happens. I believe there's a 3 count rule. In fact, if we press the pause button and go next, yeah, so basically we're on our last bit of health, and we've only got the basic power projectiles that we can shoot right here, which is pretty infinite. Pretty infinite. It is infinite. Yeah, so for those who haven't actually played or watched the first Mega Man of my Let's Play, so yeah, this again is my second Let's Play, and I've actually got some other Mega Mans listed down for the PlayStation 1, like Mega Man 8. Ah, fuck! Shit, I have to start all this shit again. Yeah, so much for the experience. You think I would know all this crap by now, but no! Apparently I was not prepared. We're gonna still do this. I still find at least this fight to be, well, this world to be slightly easier. But I mean, it doesn't have to be the easiest, or it's not the most hardest, of course. There is some that we will come across that are quite challenging. Just with those suicidal frogs. Fucking hell. There's no such thing as a fucking baby frog. You know, a baby frog is a fucking tadpole. My god. Wait, that platform didn't even go. Did I even land on that? Don't even know. It's not even worth going back and seeing exactly what kind of powers do I possess right there. Let's get rid of these conch shells, because I was not part of the Magic Conch Shell Club. Why would I be? They didn't even help me escape from the fucking forest. Which forest? Well, it's a walk in a black forest. Alright. But enough of that silliness. We're just going to progress on through. Sometimes, if you're lucky enough, these enemies, after killing a bunch of them, will actually drop off some lives, which depicts the face of Mega Man that you saw from the pause screen right there. It is very rare, and I've had it happen to me a few times. In fact, I'm really bummed out that I didn't actually get to record Mega Man 2 from my last time I played this, because I actually got some pretty good playing skills from it, and some luck was on my side too. I was quite proud at the end result, and when I saw that I didn't fucking record it, I was like, well, shit. I mean, I didn't go beyond the worlds of being pissed off, like, you know, having whole planets come down at me. The Uranus of pissed off, as I would call it. Fucking hell, these Metroids. I mean, I'm sure they're not called Metroids, but that's just what I'm going to refer to them now, since they look very similar. You know, they've got fucking what looks like spiky pincers at the bottom, how can you not, with a round sort of shielding bubble dome thing on top. Alright, once again, shrimp. Prawns, I should say prawns, not shrimps. You know, what the fuck do I'm really letting down on my culture right there if I actually refer to them as shrimps. Right, let's get rid of these things. I mean, in hindsight, they're probably, you know, supposed to be, yeah, they're like those fucking clean prawns that they use to clean out the filter feeders for these fish. Ah, here we go, this is alive right there. You want to hold on to that son of a bitch. And that being said, we'll also come across, just be careful about those sea urchins. We'll come across some extra energy cans, and you want to hold on to them as much as you can if you know how to play this fucking game. We've got fucking crabs falling from the waterfall. Just be careful of the ones that will spawn between the gaps of these platforms. You want to eliminate them first, yeah, or from there before actually jumping over, because you'll get gimped by them and fall into oblivion. Alright, like so. There we are, and there we go. In the safety of water, we're about to verse Dr. Bubble. You ever come across those Dr. W's signs right there? That means the boss is approaching. So let's just do this. I'm trying to remember. If there's one thing I can't quite remember with some of the bosses is how I'm supposed to do this. Obviously, just be careful of the fucking bubbles, which, yes, bubbles hurt for some reason. I suppose, yeah, you can just chase him down, of course, and just keep firing projectiles. But yeah, if you keep chasing him down, then he'll keep firing at you, of course. So let's go over here and fuck him up. And there we go. That's Dr. Bubble. Not Dr. Bubble, that's Bubble Man. I do like the color scheme of this level. It's actually quite nice. Even though most of the time I'm not a huge fan of fucking underwater segments. Alright. When I first saw the B, I thought that was my ranking, but no, that's indicate I've got bubble lead. So we have the ability of bubble. We need to hold on to that son of a bitch. I have a feeling it's going to be quite important.